rich materials, the light glancing off every surface just so, all cleaned up for the camera. I can never look at pictures of fancy New York apartments in the envious oohing and eyeing way. I know all too well that everything in every shot was unloaded from a truck on the street, maybe in the rain or snow, wedged into a freight elevator, and painstakingly modified on site to fit seamlessly into a dust-choked, crooked space 10 times the size of anything I have ever called home, with neighbors on all sides who are practiced at complaining loudly, even litigiously, that the noise-making oafs next door should be silenced, or, better yet, imprisoned. Every glossy interior design magazine is a baby album to someone like me. I am proud of all those pictures. I look back at the best of them from time to time and reminisce, but the serenity these too pretty pictures project always strikes me as absurd, given the chaos that brought them into being. Where are the grime-covered workers, the 110-degree days, the client's screaming fits, the injuries, the career-ending errors? For the most part, all we see of the world is its reflective surface. From my window in Long Island City, I often watch Manhattan's skyline make its passage from sharp-edged morning to glowing, blending dusk. I can see a few of the buildings I've worked in and picture the finished apartments. There is little difference between my high-rise, middle-income flat and those exclusive towers. The materials that go into their making are identical: structural concrete and steel, plate glass windows and aluminum frames, metal studs with drywall finishes, wood composite doors, and whatever smatterings of hardware, fixtures, and appliances make the place usable. Lights, stoves, doorknobs, and air conditioners fulfill exactly the same functions in fancy apartments as they do in mine. They just cost 10 times as much. The architectural elements of each place are likewise the same. They're just more artfully arranged in a high-end home. The real difference between my apartment and the apartments I build for a living is in their surfaces. Surface makes the show. It's all anyone sees. But the illusion is millimeters thin and can be dispelled with a scratch. The precious wood in fancy millwork these days is rarely more than a 1/16 of an inch thick. Behind that, it's either chewed-up scraps from the mill or the same pedestrian poplar that lines so many small-town streets. The most expensive handmade ceramic tiles are nothing more than a seductive glaze drizzled over refined, baked dirt. In a well-executed renovation, an enormous amount of planning and labor goes into getting every inch of those surfaces just right. I've never had a customer who cares a whit about the systems or the materials that are behind those veneers, as long as they keep functioning. People are willing to pay unthinkable sums for these places because the illusion works. Looking at a photograph of well-coiffed, superbly dressed people in lavishly composed surroundings, few of us can escape envy's grasp. Our entire social order can be measured by envy's accumulated gaze. In this country, and throughout much of the world, we are taught from birth to elevate, emulate, and fairly drool over the richest among us. People bandy about other notions of success: accomplishment, talent, intelligence, wisdom, beauty, and determination. But it is the accumulation of wealth and its trappings that trump all pretenders in the public imagination. My chosen industry, and the enormous publishing machine that drives it, devotes itself entirely to the care and feeding of this myth. 4 decades of building have been an unusual education. My colleagues and I spend almost all of our days behind the surfaces others see. We see everything: the dusty, rubbled skeletons of century-old Park Avenue pre-wars, the dank basement
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.